Hey, Leanna here. So this morning I want to talk about sin, about how we should treat sin and how we should not consent to sin in any form. So I want to start in Proverbs 1, and I'm going to specifically read verse 10, but the whole thing is really good, so you should probably read it all if you get a chance to. So Proverbs 1 and 10, it says, "My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent." I mean, that pretty much speaks for itself. No explanation needed, I don't feel like. And then Ephesians 5 and 11, it says, "And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them." Alrighty. Yep. Ephesians 5 and 11. And then, alright, we got Psalm 50, 18 through 20. It says, "When you saw a thief, you consented with him, and have been a partaker with adulterers. You give your mouth to evil, and your tongue frames deceit. You sit and speak against your brother. You slander your own mother's son." And then this one right here, this one is like, for real. So Genesis 39, this is talking about, Joseph. Joseph went through a lot. And we are at the point in Joseph's life where he is in Pharaoh, the King Pharaoh's house. So he is head of all the servants. He is the leader of Pharaoh's house. So if Pharaoh is gone, then Joseph has full reign over anything and everything. And Pharaoh only held back his wife and told Joseph, "Nah, you can treat it as your own, everything except for my wife." So we're going to skip down 39 and we're going to go to the latter part of 6. It doesn't really make a difference, but it says right here, "Now Joseph was handsome in form and appearance." I feel like everybody has that somebody, so I don't feel like that, I feel like that goes along with what's about to transpire, but I don't feel like it's like the main topic, right? So then we're going to go to 7, it says, and we're going to read all the way down to 10. So it says, "And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast longing eyes on Joseph, and she said, 'Lie with me.' But he refused and said to his master's wife, 'Look, my master does not know what is with me in the house, and he has committed all that he has to my hand. There is no one greater in this house than I, nor has he kept back anything from me but you, because you are his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God?' So it was, as she spoke to Joseph day by day, that he did not heed her. He did not listen to her, to lie with her, or to be with her." So Joseph was in a pretty rough spot. I don't know too many people that could be in this spot of somebody just absolutely wanting them, and you can turn that away, right? So again, Joseph has been through a lot in his life at this point, and Joseph knows that God is the only one that brought him through, and that God is the one that he ultimately, that ultimately matters. You know what I'm saying? And it's because Joseph realizes where his blessings come from. Joseph realizes who has actually protected him the whole time and has prepared him for all these things that are coming and all of that nature. So when we talk about sin, sometimes this could take form in Messenger. It can take form in TikTok. It can take form in all the social media mess, right? So I just want to encourage those today. You know, the one who God gave you, you know, it says in the Bible that he who found a good thing, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And so I just want to encourage not just the men alone, but the women as well. You know, stay true to who God gave you to. Just like Joseph here stayed true to God and knew that it was a sin. First of all, it's a sin in God's eyes to take Potiphar's wife and do the things that she wanted to do. But not only that, he also honored Pharaoh. I'm sorry, not Potiphar, Pharaoh's wife. He also honored Pharaoh because he held a position in Pharaoh's house. So when you hold a position as a husband or wife, and I'm sorry, I didn't really know I was going here. When you hold a position as somebody's wife or husband, you owe them that same respect, just as you do to the Lord. You owe them the respect of not communicating with those people on social media that have absolutely not your best interest. You shouldn't really be watching anything that's going to entice you to communicate with that person or cause you to long for that person, just like Pharaoh's wife longed for Joseph. And so I want to encourage y'all today, and in the days to come, that, you know, sin and temptation is definitely going to come. It's inevitable, right? We just have to stay encouraged. We have to stay in our word. And I know I'll probably say that every video, but it is so true. If you're not rooted and grounded in your word, then it's very easy, you know, to fall into those temptations. And, you know, personal experience, you know, I've been in these situations. I've been, you know, in these type of situations, and there have been times where darkness prevailed, and there's been times where light has prevailed. So just as I told my Sunday school class yesterday, you know, iron sharpens iron. There's been a lot that I've gone through, basically, that y'all haven't had to go through yet, right? And so, or maybe you're going through it and I can help you. Like, you don't have to learn by experience. You don't have to do the same things that I done, make the same mistakes I done. You can learn from my mistakes and run with that instead of having to pay the consequences, you know, and the repentance and all of those things that have to come with that. You can try your best to eliminate that stuff by actually listening to wise counsel. And so, not to say that I am wise. I am praying for that. And I do believe the Lord is growing me each and every day. I don't think that comes overnight. But the more experiences you have, the wiser you can be in those particular areas. So see, somebody that's overcoming drug addiction, like they're going to be able to help the drug addicts, to whereas I can't. But what I can help you overcome is staying true to who God called you to be. And just like Joseph, fight against sin. Fight against, fornication, adultery. Fight against a lot of the spiritual wickedness, in this world. I can help with that. And so, with that being said, I just want to, like I said, encourage y'all to just fight hard against sin. Remove people if necessary. Now, make sure that you're hearing from the Lord. You don't want to remove somebody that He's called you to help. You know what I'm saying? But you just have to draw that line. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm saying, you know what I'm saying a lot. I'm trying to catch myself on that. But you definitely want to draw that line, Lord, am I helping this person, or have you called this person into my life? There's a difference. Helping people is going to look like drawing them closer to the Lord. And godly people in your life is going to look like bringing you closer to the Lord. So don't get the two mixed up. I've done it. I have done it more than one time. You get caught up in helping people, and then the next thing you know what I'm saying, here you are caught up in it as well. So just pray, seek the Lord about anything you may be struggling with. If there's anything that you want me to do research on that you're struggling with, let me know. I'd be more than happy to research that. I can post videos, or I can just send you scriptures and things and videos maybe to encourage you and help you through that season. That's what I feel like I'm put on this earth to do. And I want to do that to the best of my ability. So I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a great day. Okay, bye.